Stop scrolling for money advice for those who don't have a license to lose. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Misty Newsome, CPA. I help travel content creators build clean books, smart tax strategy, and financial systems that actually support their growth. If you care about scaling your business without chaos and without IRS surprises, you are in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss our weekly videos. You handle the content, I handle the numbers, the structure, and the clarity. Let's get into it. So, I just talked to someone. I have talked to about 8 people since January 31st in these 3 distinct categories. Number 1, their CPA grew too fast last year and they dropped half their clients in December. This is leaving my new clients scrambling, trying to find someone in the middle of CPA's busiest season to talk to people and make sure that you're a right fit. That's no good. Another CPA, I have a new client coming on, their CPA wasn't proactive. Tax questions went unanswered and financial advice came too late to where they had a 6-figure tax burden at the end of the year. Another one I hear, and this is the worst one, is a CPA ghosting a client. I have a client that has come on and I could tell they have trauma related to CPA and taxes and all this. And one thing they didn't even know was their CPA extended their S-Corp return last March. Now comes September 15th, they had turned everything in. Nothing. They keep asking, have you filed? Nothing. I said, unfortunately, if they didn't file on time, now you owe $245 per shareholder. They have 2 per month that it goes unfiled starting back March. So these penalties were not something my new clients had planned to pay, and they were completely unaware of, because why would you study that if you're not an accountant, right? So did your CPA fire you? Here is our 3-step process for our Financial 360 to fix this mess. The urgency here is that tax deadlines do not pause for CPAs who ghost clients. So before we get into the 3-step process, I want to give you 3 signs of a CPA red flag, okay? Number 1 of a sign that a CPA might leave you high and dry is just a lack of proactive communication. All you hear from them is, here's my bill, and they give you your tax return. That is never being proactive. That's a transactional agreement between you and them, and that's fine if that's what you and they think. But if you think you're going to get tax strategy and help, and all they're doing is filing a tax return, that is not helpful to either of you. Number 2 signs of a red flag is a delayed response to important financial questions. Many times there are a lot of solopreneur CPAs, which there's nothing wrong with that. I was a solopreneur for 15 years. However, when I decided to grow my firm, I realized my capacity more than doubled as I hired people, and I was able to take on and help more clients. And I even hired a client success specialist that now makes sure that everyone gets responded to within 24 to 48 business hours. Unfortunately, most solopreneurs don't have that, and they grow because they need the money and they don't have the capacity to deal with that growth. And then they're not getting questions answered for weeks or months at a time. And the 3rd red flag is they have no clear workflow for busy season. It's like saying, I didn't know Christmas was in December. CPAs have easy to identify busy seasons, January through April being the largest chunk of them. And so if they don't have a workflow to answer your questions, to onboard well and all that, or if they say, we don't take any clients until May, and I have tons of friends that do that. I totally understand that. But if they have nothing in place, then that is a red flag. Here's the thing. All of us CPAs, we're human. We have families, we have kids, but a firm's capacity matters. And the biggest issue is if they don't know that capacity, that's where you'll get into trouble. A full service team like myself, we call it holistic accounting. We don't just want to talk to you at tax season. We are a firm here to help you all year round for important decisions, proactive communication, and decent tax strategy that helps you save and save and save and keep more of your hard-earned dollars. So what does the Financial 360 look like for us? Number 1, you get priority. We only take 4 Financial 360 clients on each month and only 2 in the month of April. And to do that, we make sure that we give priority to those clients. So the first part of that priority is our diagnostic, our step 1. This is immediate action, help you not to panic. Don't DIY blindly. What do we need to help? And in that diagnostic section, you're going to feel like you get a little financially naked with us. We're going to ask you some questions, goal setting questions, planning questions. Do you have a family? Do you have kids? Do you want to involve them in maybe potential wages for your family? Do you want to retire? Is that retirement in 10 years or 40 years? What does success look like for you working with us? Because that is measured so differently across a variety of our clients. We really ask you deep dive questions. Do you have a will? Do you have a power of attorney? Do you have a financial or a medical power of attorney? There are so many things that maybe we can't help you with, but we can connect those dots to really take that stress burden of running your business off of you. The second thing we do is we pull together all the information. You invite us into your bookkeeping Or if you don't have bookkeeping, you give us all of your bank statements, payroll, prior year tax returns. In this section, once you start giving us the data, we identify urgent gaps like missing deductions in prior year, or even worse, audit red flags, which we see them. Unfiled forms, upcoming deadlines, we get you extended if it's not too late. And our biggest tip here, on top of being responsive to your CPA or us if you're doing this with us, is to use cloud accounting software for your business to consolidate everything very quickly, so this is not a burden on you. So once we have all that data, what do we do next? It's our second step. It's the analysis section. So this is when myself and my tax manager, Tanya, and our client success specialist, Kent, and my onboarding, which is our ops manager, Aaliyah, we review all the information that you've given us. We look for risk areas like late filings or unfiled returns, unpaid estimated tax payments, cash flow mismatches. We really like to focus on and tell and educate you why reliable numbers matter. If you want to delegate or scale your business, your financial data has to be accurate to know if you can hire. If you don't have financial accurate data, those numbers lead to guessing and missed opportunities with the IRS and potentially penalties and interest. So we want to make sure that we get that analysis really right. So part of our step 2 is we do a second meeting with you. Once we reviewed your onboarding materials, all the documents you've uploaded, how your entity is formed, if you have an entity, and we ask deeper questions into what your real goals are for your business. Then we get to step 3, the roadmap. This is where we cover and help you protect. So we create a 30, 60, 90-day plan to stabilize your finances. We give you our top 8 tax strategies. We let you know if we think we should amend those tax returns that are either missed deductions or audit red flags. We help you get caught up on payments. We set clear communication channels with your new CPA team. We show you exactly how to work well with us. We implement systems so future ghosting does not disrupt your business, because we don't ghost our clients. I know as a CPA and a business owner, that is really hard. Like sometimes you're like, oh, we missed that. Just so you know, one of our core values is integrity. I'm always going to call you if there's an issue. I'm always going to try to make it right. I was on the phone with the IRS at 7 a.m. this morning on a Monday morning because Friday at 6 p.m. it looked like one of our clients' tax returns didn't get filed last year. Was it filed? Yes. Was it processed by the IRS yet? No, because there was an issue with a letter that they didn't respond to. But I'm going to make it right, and that's how we do things here at Misty Newsome CPA. And then in that third step of our roadmap, we give you options. We lay out everything that we think is best for you to do to save money with your business. Now, are we always going to be the cheapest? Absolutely not. And so we give you this 3 to 10 page report to show you what is needed. You can choose to deal with us and focus and position our firm as your partner, your full service partner, and we love that. However, some people want to do some of it DIY, and we're okay with that too, as long as it's done well. And so we give you that report so that you can go price out what is best for you. Now, what is best for you may not be DIY. We've talked about this in a previous video. Trying to fix tax ghosting alone can worsen your issue. So if your CPA is not responding and you're trying to correctly look at books, I was just helping a friend today. It is so wrong. It was so wrong because you're not an accountant. You didn't go to school for this. So the benefit of a team like mine is we have multiple experts reviewing your finances. We have a structured process and accountability for my team members to get things to us quickly. And then you can have peace of mind, leading to better financial decisions and business decisions for you and your business to grow. Why this matters for growth? Reliable numbers equal smarter decisions equal higher income. That's just how it is. Delegation can only work when your books are accurate and you know that you can afford this person you're trying to delegate to. And then scaling a travel business requires predictable cash flow and compliance confidence. We can help you build that. So again, I just wanted to share what our 360 is. It's our favorite tool to get people into our business the right way. Step 1, diagnose, getting the full financial snapshot of you and your business and your family. Step 2, analysis. We identify gaps, risks, and opportunities. And step 3 is a roadmap where we catch up, we stabilize, we institute strategy, and we set systems to prevent potential flags and issues down the road. You don't need an accounting emergency. You don't have one. We tell everybody all the time, there's no, what's it called, ambulance for an accounting emergency. But you do need reliable systems and a team like mine that never disappears. If this was helpful, we hope that you will subscribe to our channel. Our channel provides practical financial guidance built for travel creators just like you, scaling for the long term. See you next week.